It's amazing how this conversation has opened our eyes and also our minds to address a few issues that we even never paid attention to in our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Albert Taremwa. I am the team lead at Local Sustainable Communities Organization, that is LOSCO. I'm also the regional focal person for human rights defenders under the National Coalition for Human Rights Defenders Uganda for Southern Uganda, that is Kigezi and Greater Ankole. I also put on another hat of Human Rights Defenders Coordinator in the Kigezi sub-region. Thanks a lot, CAPAIDS, for the Triple L project, and CIVICUS for the opportunity and considering Western Uganda while remembering the Southwestern Uganda. We have been intentionally, progressively, and strategically deconstructing the narrative that CSOs are anti-government and they serve foreign interests. We've had this in so many forums and from so many government officials, but we are trying so much to deconstruct this narrative through the engagements and partnerships with different government entities, ministries, and agencies. This has been through understanding the context and ownership identification, as well as partnership with local government structures, fronting the marginalized community voices that development partners have for long not been able to address and leaving behind in development decisions and partnership opportunities for their welfare. And in this, we are intentionally addressing inclusivity, accountability, participation, non-discrimination, and linking to human rights entities and activities. The best person with the right diagnosis is the one facing the challenge. And this is why the language and actions have to shift to communities, because they understand their own context through their local development lens. We are shifting from expert model to learning spiral model that is more grassroots, community focused, and sustainable. Human rights-based approach and bottom-up approach that are ideal approaches for this to happen. And also putting into consideration participation, relationship building, financing, coordination, visibility, and policy influence to avoid the 70-30 scenario where experts do not even understand the context under which they are hired and to facilitate the failed interventions, leaving lots of money invested in non-impactful ventures. This was and is seen as a way of creating their employment in contrast to the purpose for this agenda. This conversation reached the University of California, who used the local research content from LOSCO and had a space secured for a side event at the 67th session of the Commission on Status of Women, that is CSW 67, in March 2023, addressing education for girls from the gender context of localization. This project presents a unique opportunity to promote localized agenda using local knowledge and resources, which the civil society organizations have been pressed strategically to address long-standing antagonistic forces between government and civil society. Local actors look where the government has not yet seen, and this does not call for competition, but collaboration. And all efforts are channeled towards ownership. This is going to be a very long and very strategic milestone, and speaking into long-term partnership and sustainable development, both locally and internationally, promoting transparency and accountability, and also bring about local voices at the global level. This, however, is not a one-off event, but rather progressive, involving all the concerned stakeholders through equality and complementarity aspect. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Never despise the days of humble beginnings. The future will assess us on this journey for community transformation. every stone thrown in water may not shift the water, but will create a wave. That means progressive and consistent efforts will get us there. Time is always key, and staying the course will get us the much needed change. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again as we go towards this localization agenda to its very success for God and my country.